I found a USB drive. The videos show my future. If you're watching this, I need you to listen very carefully. 3 days ago, I found a USB drive on the street. I plugged it in, and now someone or something knows I did. The videos on this drive, they show things that haven't happened yet. But the worst part, the last video ... it shows me tonight, and I don't survive. I'm uploading this as insurance. If something happens to me, you'll know why. This is everything that happened. Okay, so let me back up. 3 days ago, Monday afternoon, was walking home from the grocery store. It was around 4 p.m. Still light out, normal day, and I see this USB drive just ... lying on the sidewalk. At first, I walked past it. I mean, who picks up random USB drives, right? Everyone knows that's how you get viruses, malware, whatever. But something made me stop. I don't know why. I just turned around, picked it up, and put it in my pocket. When I got home, I couldn't stop thinking about it. What's on it? Why was it just lying there? Was someone looking for it? And yeah, I know I'm an idiot, but curiosity got the better of me. So around 8 p.m. that night, I plugged it in. The drive had no label, no name. When it opened, there were just 4 video files. That's it. No documents, no photos. Just 4.mp, 4 files with weird names. Witness_01.mp, for witness_02.mp, for witness_03.mp, for witness_04.mp, then the first one, witness_01. It was footage from a security camera, black and white, grainy. Timestamp in the corner said January 27th, 2026, 11:47 p.m. The location looked like a parking garage, empty, fluorescent lights, concrete pillars, and then a person walked into frame. It was a woman, maybe mid-30s, wearing a business suit, carrying a purse. She was walking fast, looking over her shoulder like she was nervous, and then she just stopped, right in the middle of the frame. She stood there for maybe 10 seconds, completely still, and then she collapsed, just dropped. No warning, no stumbling. 1 second she's standing, the next she's on the ground. The timestamp kept rolling. 11:48, 11:49, 11:50. She didn't move, and then the video ended. I sat there staring at the screen. What the hell did I just watch? Was that real? Was it staged? I didn't recognize the location, didn't recognize the woman, but something about it felt ... wrong. I opened witness_02. This one was different. It was dashcam footage. Someone driving at night, rain on the windshield, wipers going. The timestamp said January 28th, 2026, to 14 a.m. The car was on a highway. I could see road signs, but couldn't make out what they said. The driver was just ... driving, normal speed, staying in their lane. And then, out of nowhere, a deer ran into the road. The driver swerved hard. The camera spun trees, road, sky, and then impact. The video glitched, went black for a second, and when it came back, the car was upside down. You could hear the engine ticking, something dripping, and then ... silence. The video kept recording for another 2 minutes, just ... silence, and then it ended. I checked the date on my computer, January 27th. These videos, they were dated in the future, tomorrow, and the day after. Okay, at this point I'm freaking out a little. I almost closed everything, almost threw the USB away, but I had to know. I opened witness_03. This one was in someone's house. A bedroom, night vision camera, green tinted. Timestamp said January 29th, 2026, 3:33 a.m. Someone was sleeping in the bed. You could see them under the covers, completely still. And then, the door opened. Someone walked in. Or ... something. It was a silhouette, completely black, no features. It just stood in the doorway for maybe 30 seconds. The person in the bed didn't wake up, didn't move, and then the figure. It walked closer, slow, deliberate. It stopped right next to the bed, and then it leaned down, close, like it was looking at them, or smelling them. I don't know. The person still didn't wake up, and then the figure just left, walked out, closed the door, and the video ended. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't, because there was still one more file. I waited until the next morning to open witness_04. I don't know why. Maybe I was hoping if I waited long enough, it would just disappear, but it didn't. Timestamp: January 30th, 2026, 11:23 p.m. tonight. And the location: it was my room. This room, same desk, same chair, same window. The camera angle was from, I don't even know where. Up high, in the corner, like someone installed a hidden camera. And in the video, I was sitting right here, at this desk, watching something on my computer. I couldn't see what, but I was just sitting here. And then, I stood up, walked to the door, opened it, and I looked out into the hallway. And then I just froze, the expression on my face. I've never seen myself look like that. Pure terror. And then I stepped back, tried to close the door, but someone pushed it open. I couldn't see what it was. The angle was wrong, but I fell backwards, hit the floor, and then the video just cuts, black screen. But the timestamp keeps running for another 3 minutes. Just black, just audio, and you could hear breathing. Not mine. Something else. That was 2 days ago. And I know what you're thinking, it's fake. It's edited. Someone's messing with me. I thought the same thing. So I looked up the parking garage from the first video, searched news sites, social media, nothing. Until yesterday morning. Woman found unconscious in downtown parking garage, January 27th, 11:52 p.m. She's in the hospital. No explanation for what's happened. Doctors said her heart just stopped, and then started again. And the car accident from witness_02. It happened January 28th, 2:17 a.m. Driver survived, but barely. Police report says a deer caused it. These videos, they're real. They show things before they happen. And tonight, it's 10:47 p.m. In 36 minutes, according to that video, something's going to happen to me. In this room, I thought about leaving, just getting out of here. But what if it follows me? What if leaving makes it worse? So I'm staying. I'm recording everything. If something happens, did you hear that? There's no one else here. I live alone. I'm going to check. OK. Nothing. There's no unknown number. Text message. It says, you weren't supposed to watch witness_04. Who is this? How do they know I delete the files, destroy the drive, or witness_05 will be uploaded? There was no witness_05 on the drive. I checked, unless, what the? I didn't unplug it. It was right here. No. I didn't download this. I didn't. Timestamp January 31st, 2026, 12:01 a.m. My room. I'm lying on the floor, not moving. And then the figure enters the frame. The same silhouette from witness_03. It leans down, looks into the camera, directly at me. And then the screen goes black. That's now. That's the exact time from witness_04. No. If you find a USB drive on the street ... leave it there. Hey guys. Sorry about that. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It was just a technical glitch. Nothing happened. I'm uploading part to tomorrow to explain everything. See you tomorrow. 20+11:09. I found a USB drive. The videos show my future. If you're watching this, I need you to listen very carefully. 3 days ago, I found a USB drive on the street. I plugged it in. And now someone or something knows I did. The videos on this drive, they show things that haven't happened yet. But the worst part, the last video ... it shows me, tonight. And I don't survive. I'm uploading this as insurance. If something happens to me, you'll know why. This is everything that happened. Okay, so, Let me back up. 3 days ago Monday afternoon, was walking home from the grocery store. It was around 4 p.m. Still light out. Normal day. Nothing unusual. I live in a pretty quiet neighborhood, you know, the kind where everyone minds their own business. Tree-lined streets, old houses, the occasional dog walker, safe, boring, even. I was about 2 blocks from my apartment when I saw it. This USB drive, just lying there on the sidewalk, right next to a fire hydrant. At first, I didn't think much of it. People dropped stuff all the time, keys, wallets, phones. I've found all kinds of things over the years. Usually I just leave them, figure someone will come back for them. But this was different. I don't know why. It was just sitting there, completely clean. No dirt, no scratches, like someone had just placed it there moments before. I looked around, nobody nearby. No one walking away looking for something. The street was empty. I walked past it, got maybe 10 feet away, and then I stopped. I don't know what made me go back. Curiosity, boredom, something else. But I turned around, walked back, and picked it up. It was heavier than I expected. Solid, cold, even though it had been sitting in the sun. I turned it over in my hand, completely unmarked. No brand, no logo, just matte black plastic. I put it in my pocket and kept walking. When I got home, I put my groceries away, made some coffee, sat down at my desk. The whole time, I kept thinking about that USB drive. What could be on it? Work documents someone lost, family photos. Maybe it was empty. Maybe it was full of viruses and I'd be an idiot for plugging it in. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. Around 8 p.m., I finally gave in. I pulled the drive out of my pocket, looked at it for a long minute, and then I plugged it in. My computer recognized it immediately. No password, no encryption, just a folder that opened automatically. And inside, for video files. That's it. No documents, no photos, no README file. Just 4 videos with strange names. Witness_01.mp, for witness_02.mp, for witness_03.mp, for witness_04.mp4. Each file was exactly 3 minutes and 33 seconds long. I checked the properties, all created on the same day. January 25th, 2026, 2 days ago. But the files had no other information. No camera model. No GPS data. Nothing. I hovered my mouse over the first file. My heart was beating faster than it should have been. I told myself it was probably nothing. Probably just some random security camera footage someone was reviewing. Maybe a private investigator's files. Maybe ... I double-clicked witness_01. The video opened in full screen. Black and white footage. Grainy like old CCTV. There was a timestamp in the bottom right corner. January 27th, 2026, 11:47 p.m. Tomorrow night. The location was a parking garage. I could see concrete pillars, fluorescent lights, yellow lines marking parking spaces. It was mostly empty, just a few cars scattered around. The camera was positioned high up, looking down at an angle. Everything was completely still, silent. Then, at 11:47 and 23 seconds, a person walked into frame. It was a woman, mid-30s maybe. Hard to tell with the camera quality. She was wearing a business suit, dark blazer, pencil skirt, heels. She was carrying a purse and walking fast, her heels clicking on the concrete. You couldn't hear it in the video, but you could tell from the way she moved. She kept looking over her shoulder, like she thought someone was following her. She'd take a few steps, then glance back, then keep walking. Her body language screamed nervousness. She walked toward a car, a sedan. Looked like a Honda or Toyota, and fumbled with her keys. Dropped them, picked them up. Her hands were shaking. And then, she just stopped. She was standing right next to her car, keys in hand, and she just froze, like someone hit pause. She didn't move for maybe 10-15 seconds, just stood there, completely still, staring at nothing. And then she collapsed, not like she fainted, not like she tripped. She just dropped like someone cut her strings. 1 second she was standing, the next she was on the ground, face down, not moving. The timestamp kept rolling. 11:48, 11:49, 11:50. She didn't move, not even a twitch. The camera just kept recording her lying there on the cold concrete, alone, in an empty parking garage. At 11:51, the video ended. Just cut to black. I sat there staring at my screen, my mouth dry. What the hell did I just watch? I replayed it, watched it 3 more times, looking for anything I might have missed. Was it fake, CGI, some kind of film school project? But it looked so real. The grainy footage, the timestamp, the way she moved. It all felt authentic. And the date, January 27th, tomorrow. I checked the timestamp on my computer, January 26th, 11:14 p.m. This video was showing something that hadn't happened yet, unless unless it was old footage and someone just changed the timestamp. That had to be it, some kind of prank. But something about it didn't feel like a prank. I took a breath and opened witness_02. This one was different. Dashcam footage, someone driving at night. Heavy rain, you could see it pelting the windshield. The wipers working overtime, barely keeping up. The headlights illuminated the road ahead, wet asphalt reflecting the light. The timestamp said January 28th, 2026, to 14 a.m., 2 days from now. The camera was mounted on the dashboard, facing forward. You couldn't see the driver, but you could hear the radio playing softly, some talk show, muffled and hard to make out. The car was going maybe 60 miles an hour on what looked like a rural highway. Dark trees on both sides, no streetlights, no other cars. Everything seemed normal, just someone driving home late at night. And then, at 14:46, a deer jumped into the road. It came from the right side, out of nowhere. 1 second the road was clear. The next there was a full-grown deer frozen in the headlights. The driver reacted instantly, slammed the brakes. You could hear the tires screaming and jerked the wheel hard to the left, to hard. The car spun. The camera became a blur of motion. Trees, road, sky, trees again. There was a sound like thunder. And then the world flipped upside down. The camera was suddenly facing the roof of the car, the windshield now below it, spider-webbed with cracks. The car had rolled. For a few seconds, there was chaos. The airbag had deployed. You could see it deflating in frame. Something was beeping. The radio had cut out. And then ... silence. Just the sound of the engine ticking. Something dripping, oil, coolant, blood. I couldn't tell. The camera kept recording. To 15, to 16. You could see the trees through the shattered windshield, upside down. Rain dripping into the car. No movement. No sound except that steady drip, drip, drip. At 2:17, you heard a groan. Someone was alive. The driver was trying to move. You could hear them shifting, breathing hard, panicking. And then the video ended. My hands were shaking. I pulled them away from the keyboard, pressed them against my thighs to stop the trembling. 2 videos, 2 accidents, 2 dates in the future. This had to be fake. It had to be. Someone was messing with me. This was some kind of elaborate hoax, some odd thing, some viral marketing campaign. People do this stuff all the time on the internet. Creepy videos, fake timestamps, building mystery. This was that. It had to be. But I checked the calendar on my phone anyway. January 26th. Witness_01 was dated January 27th, tomorrow. Witness_02 was January 28th, the day after tomorrow. If these were real, if these were somehow real. I opened a new browser tab and searched parking garage woman collapsed January 27th. Nothing. Of course nothing. It hadn't happened yet. I searched car accident highway deer, January 28th. Nothing recent, just old articles from years ago. I sat back in my chair and stared at the ceiling. My brain was trying to logic its way through this. Someone made these videos. Someone staged them. Someone wanted to freak out whoever found this USB drive. That was the only explanation. But why leave it on the street? Why not just upload it to YouTube? Why go through all this trouble? I looked back at my computer screen. 2 more files. Witness_03.mp for witness_04.mp4. I should have stopped. I should have thrown the USB away, deleted the files, forgotten about the whole thing. But I didn't. I opened witness_03. This one made my blood run cold. It was night vision footage. That green tinted, grainy look you see in found footage horror movies. The timestamp said January 29th, 2026, 3:33 a.m., 3 days from now. The camera was positioned in the corner of a bedroom. You could see a bed, a nightstand with a lamp, a dresser, a window with curtains drawn. The room was dark except for the faint green glow of the night vision. Someone was sleeping in the bed. You could see them under the covers, just a shape, rising and falling slowly with each breath, peaceful, unaware. For the first 30 seconds, nothing happened, just the person sleeping. The timestamp ticking forward, 3 hours 33 minutes and 15 seconds, 3 hours 33 minutes and 30 seconds, 3 hours 33 minutes and 45 seconds, and then, at 3 hours 34 minutes and 2 seconds, the bedroom door opened. Slowly, silently, just a crack at first, then wider. And someone stepped inside. Or something. It was a silhouette, completely black, like a shadow that had taken human form. No features, no face, just a dark, person-shaped void standing in the doorway. It didn't move for maybe 20 seconds, just stood there, watching the person sleep. And then it started walking, slow, deliberate steps, 1 foot in front of the other, moving closer to the bed. The person in the bed didn't wake up, didn't stir, just kept breathing, slow and steady, completely oblivious. The figure stopped right next to the bed, stood there, towering over the sleeping person. And then it leaned down. Closer. Until its head, if you could call it, that was inches from the sleeper's face. It stayed like that for maybe 30 seconds, just ... hovering there, like it was studying them, or smelling them, or waiting for something. The person still didn't wake up. And then the figure straightened up, turned, walked back to the door with those same slow, deliberate steps, opened it, stepped through, and closed the door behind it. The video kept recording for another minute, just the sleeping person, alone again, completely unaware of what had just happened. And then it ended. I slammed my laptop shut. My heart was hammering. My mouth was dry. I stood up from my desk, paced around my room, tried to shake off the feeling crawling up my spine. That was fake. Obviously fake. Someone in a green screen suit or edited in post. Special effects. Movie magic. That's all it was. But it looked so real. I opened my laptop again, stared at the last file. Witness_04.mp4. I didn't want to open it. Every instinct I had was screaming at me to delete it. Throw the USB in the trash. Forget any of this ever happened. But I had to know. My cursor hovered over the file. I took a breath, and I clicked. The video loaded. Color footage this time. Not black and white or night vision. High quality. The timestamp read January 30th, 2026, 11:23 p.m., 3 days from now. Tonight. If the pattern held. And the location. My stomach dropped. It was my room. This room. Same desk, same chair, same monitor, same window, same posters on the wall. Everything exactly as it was right now. The camera angle was from up high, in the corner near the ceiling, like someone had installed a hidden camera, and I'd never noticed. And in the video, I was there. I was sitting at this desk, right where I am now, staring at my computer screen. I couldn't see what I was looking at, but I was just ... sitting there, frozen. My face was pale, eyes wide, for maybe 20 seconds. I didn't move, just stared at the screen like I was watching something horrible. And then I stood up, fast, knocked my chair backwards. I walked to the door. My movements were jerky, panicked. I grabbed the handle, yanked it open, and looked out into the hallway. And then I froze, the expression on my face. I've never seen myself look like that. Eyes wide, mouth open, face completely drained of color, Pure, absolute terror. I stepped back, tried to close the door, but something stopped it. Something pushed from the other side. I stumbled backwards, fell, hit the floor hard, and then something came through the door. The camera angle was wrong. I couldn't see what it was. Just a shadow, a shape, something dark moving into the frame. I was scrambling backwards on the floor, my mouth open like I was screaming, but there was no sound in the video. And then the video cut to black, but the timestamp kept running. 3:34, 3:35, 3:36, black screen. Just the TIMESTAMP . And then, at 3 hours 36 minutes and 47 seconds, you could hear something breathing. Not mine. I could tell. It was different, slower, deeper. Something else was in the room. The breathing continued, in, out, and then, at 3 hours 37 minutes and 15 seconds, the video ended. I sat there in complete silence, staring at the black screen. That was me, in this room, tomorrow night, and something was going to happen. My brain was trying to reject it, to find some rational explanation. Someone deep-faked my room. Someone hacked my computer, got photos, recreated everything digitally. Someone was messing with me, but it was too perfect. Every detail, the way the light hit the desk, the exact position of my chair, the posters, the books, the coffee mug I hadn't washed yet sitting on the corner of my desk. This was my room. I checked the time, 11:47 p.m. I'd been watching these videos for almost 4 hours. And then I remembered. Witness_01, the woman in the parking garage. That was supposed to happen tomorrow night, January 27th, 11:47 p.m. I could check. I could verify if this was real. I grabbed my phone and set a reminder. Tomorrow night, 11:45 p.m. I'd search the news. If nothing happened, these videos were fake and I could forget about them. If something did happen. I didn't want to think about that. I looked back at my computer, at the black screen where Witness_04 had just played. January 30th, tomorrow night, 11:23 p.m. I had one day to figure out what to do. The next day, yesterday, I wouldn't focus on anything. I went through the motions, woke up, made coffee, tried to work, but my mind kept going back to those videos. I searched online for anything similar. USB drive predicts future. Videos showing events before they happen. Precognitive surveillance footage. I found a lot of creepypasta, some OG forums, a few conspiracy theory sites. Nothing real. Nothing that matched what I'd seen. At 11:45 p.m. I sat down at my computer and started searching news sites. Nothing yet. Obviously, it was only 11:45. I refreshed every 30 seconds. 11:52 p.m. Still nothing. 11:57 p.m. Nothing. I was starting to feel relieved. It was fake. Of course it was fake. And then, at 12:04 a.m., an article appeared. Woman found unconscious in downtown parking garage. I clicked on it, my hand shaking so hard I almost missed the link. Police responded to a call at approximately 11:52 p.m. after a security guard discovered an unresponsive woman in the parking garage at 5th and Main. The woman, whose identity has not been released, was transported to City General Hospital. Paramedics report her heart had stopped, but was successfully restarted. She remains in critical condition. The cause of the cardiac arrest is unknown. Police are investigating whether foul play was involved. 5th and Main. I looked up the parking garage on Google Maps, pulled up Street View. It was the same one. The same concrete pillars, the same layout. My entire body went cold. I didn't sleep that night. I sat at my computer, refreshing news sites obsessively, waiting for more information. At 3:47 a.m. Another article. Single vehicle accident on Route 9, leaves 1 hospitalized. My heart stopped. State. Police responded to a rollover accident on Route 9 near mile marker 47 at approximately 2:17 a.m. The driver, a 29-year-old male, reportedly swerved to avoid a deer and lost control of his vehicle. The car left the roadway and rolled multiple times before coming to rest in a ditch. The driver was extracted from the vehicle and transported to regional medical center with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Police say weather and road conditions may have been contributing factors to 17 a.m. Route 9, single vehicle. Dear. Everything from witness_O to . These weren't predictions. They weren't guesses. They were previews, glimpses of things that were going to happen. But that was impossible. Time doesn't work like that. You can't see the future. You can't record something before it happens. Unless ... unless someone was making them happen. What if the videos weren't predictions? What if they were instructions? What if someone was watching these videos and then making the events occur exactly as shown? But that didn't make sense either. The woman in the parking garage, her heart just stopped. The article said doctors couldn't explain it. You can't make someone's heart stop from a distance. And the car accident you can't control when a deer jumps into the road. These things happened exactly as the videos showed, which meant ... which meant the videos were real. I spent all of today trying to figure out what to do. I thought about going to the police, but what would I tell them? I found a USB drive that shows the future, and tomorrow night something bad is going to happen to me. They'd think I was insane. I thought about leaving, just getting in my car and driving somewhere far away. Maybe if I wasn't in my room at 11:23 p.m., the video couldn't come true. But what if it followed me? What if leaving made things worse, and there was still witness_O3? That was supposed to happen tomorrow night tonight, actually. January 29th, 3:33 a.m. Someone in their bedroom. The shadow figure. I searched the news all day. Nothing yet. But it's only 10:47 p.m. There's still time. I set up my phone to record. I'm recording this right now. If something happens to me, if the video comes true, at least there will be evidence. At least someone will know. It's 10:47 p.m. In 36 minutes. If witness_O4 is accurate, something is going to happen to me. In this room, I thought about destroying the USB drive, but when I looked for it an hour ago, it wasn't plugged into my computer anymore. I don't remember unplugging it. It's just ... gone. Wait. Did you hear that? There was a sound. Like ... a creak. Like someone stepping on the floorboard in the hallway. But I live alone. There's no one else here. Let me check. Okay. I'm at the door. I'm going to open it. 3, 2, 1. Nothing. The hallway is empty. All the lights are off. Everything's quiet. See. I'm just paranoid. There's nothing. My phone just buzzed. Unknown number. It's a text message. It says, "You weren't supposed to watch witness_O4. Who is this? How do they know I watched it?" Another message. "Delete the files. Destroy the drive. Or witness_O5 will be uploaded." Witness_O5. There was no witness_O5 on the drive. I checked. There were only 4 files. Unless ... Unless they're going to create one. Another message. "You have 10 minutes. 10 minutes until what? Until 11:23. That's now. That's right now. Wait. I need to check my computer. The USB drive. It's back. It's plugged into my computer. But I didn't plug it back in. I swear I didn't. And there's a new file on my desktop. Witness_O5.mp4. I didn't download this. I didn't do anything. It just appeared. I shouldn't open it. I know I shouldn't. But I have to see. I'm clicking on it. It's loading. Oh my god. The timestamp. January 31st, 2026. 12:01 a.m. Tomorrow. Just a few hours from now. The location. It's my room again. And I'm in it. I'm lying on the floor. Right there, next to my desk. Not moving. There's blood. On the floor. On my shirt. Am I? And then something enters the frame. That same silhouette. That same shadow figure from witness_O3. It's walking toward me. Toward my body. It kneels down next to me. And then it looks up. Directly at the camera. Directly at me. And I swear to God, Even though it has no face, I can feel it looking at me, through the screen, through time dots, and then the video ends. I'm sitting here, and it's 11:23 p.m, the exact time from witness_04. My door. The door is creaking. It's opening. Slowly. I didn't touch it. I didn't open it. It's opening by itself. No, this isn't real. This can't be. There's something in the hallway. I can see it. A shadow, moving. Oh God, it's coming closer. I need to escape. Hey guys. Sorry about that. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It was just a technical glitch. The video recorder cut out for a second. Nothing happened. I'm totally okay. I wanted to let you know that I'll be uploading part 2 tomorrow to explain everything. It's actually a really interesting story. You're going to want to hear it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. See you tomorrow. The video ends.